It was all eyes on Melo and Trick tonight, as obviously their friendship was put to the ultimate test. In the first match of the night, they lost the Dusty Cup Classic to Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker. Obviously, this was the first test of their friendship, and it was actually Carmelo Hayes who took the spear from Bron Breakker. He pushed Trick out of the way, maybe. He's meant to anyway, I think. And obviously, he saved Trick from the spear from Bron. That's storytelling number one. Trick would specifically ask Melo to have his brother by his side tonight against his match in the main event against Ilya Dragunov. During the match, they teased it a lot, and Melo would do a chop block to Trick by accident because Dragunov pushed him into him. There was a ref bump that also saw Melo get pushed off the apron by Trick Williams. Trick, though, you got to mention, super over with the crowd, obviously. Dragunov would retain the NXT Championship, and then the heartbreak happened. Melo turned on Trick. He took out the leg, battered it with a steel chair. Carmelo Hayes turned on Trick Williams. Something we saw coming. Honestly, still just as heartbreaking, though. And yes, they did the classic graphic in the corner to make you think the show was about to end. NXT loved that. And I love the fact the crowd really bought into this too. This is an absolutely stacked things you might have missed from NXT Vengeance Day. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. So the world is talking about the big cryptic tease on NXT tonight. Simply saying, man has three faces. One, the world sees. One, his family sees, and one, the real one, no one sees, but reflects the evil he truly possesses. That's it. That's all we got. Now, obviously, people immediately jump to Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, the Wyatt Six. No, I don't think so. This is a very old Japanese sort of saying of people saying you have three faces. And for that reason, a lot of people are jumping to the conclusion of Okada, which is definitely plausible. There's a lot of rumors of Okada coming into NXT and contain Okada. Maybe very interesting indeed. So definitely something to keep an eye open on NXT. Aren't I glad I started things you might have missed NXT and they start doing cryptic stuff. Love it. Now, despite this being NXT Vengeance Day, there was still stuff that went down over the whole Cody Rhodes Rock stuff. There were signs in the audience. This one here saying, we want Cody versus Roman. The one above it saying, Rock screwed Cody. One behind the announcers saying, we want Cody. And of course, there were very loud, audible boos as they showed the graphic for the press event, front and center being The Rock. Fans making their voices heard again even tonight on Vengeance Day. They did also at the live event last night for WWE, where Cody Rhodes was actually attacked backstage by Shinsuke Nakamura. Revealed today by WWE that Cody will take on Nakamura one-on-one in a bull rope match this upcoming Monday Night Raw. So tomorrow night. That's going to be exciting to see. And with everything going down, you got to wonder what the crowd reaction is going to be to Cody. I'm sure they're going to cheer him, but will there be chants? Will signs be even allowed on the Raw? We're going to find out tomorrow. Brace yourselves, because the NXT Chase U calendar is available now on WWE Shop, even though Chase U member JC Jane did tell us it will be tomorrow. Nah, it's available now. We've got Kendall Gray, Kaya Saint, Lena Sterling, Thea Hale, Ren Sinclair, Jasmine Nix, who definitely got the memo. You've got Lainey Reed, Adriana Rizzo, and Thea Hale and JC Jane. Much like Solo Sikoa, I hate math too, but that's only 9 pictures in a calendar which should contain 12 months. What are the other 3 gonna be? I have no idea. $24.99. It's worth it to find out. Knowing my luck, it's going to be blimmin' Andre Chase. There was obviously no Booker T tonight at NXT on the commentary team. He actually put out on social media today that he will not be at Vengeance Day tonight, and he will be off TV for the next couple of weeks due to a medical procedure he had to have. But he did verify that he is okay. So here's us sending our love to Booker T. Hope he gets well soon. And back to the commentary team. Obviously, it was Wade Barrett who would join Vic Joseph tonight for the commentary. Obviously, Wade Barrett now part of the SmackDown team. And I do like the dynamic between the two. When Wade Barrett was doing his Booker T impression of Trick Williams' entrance, obviously Vic Joseph just responded, Booker T's gonna sue you. Love it. Now, at the start of the video, we mentioned the fact that Bron Breakker and Baron Corbin won the Dusty Cup tonight. Obviously, we had to glaze over that a bit as we went to the main event, but gotta give the praise to Baron Corbin, man. I think his work in NXT has been extraordinary. It's been great. I don't think his tag team with Bron Breakker is going to last till the main roster. I don't think they're going to be called up as a tag team, which is a real shame because it's really brought out a side of Bron Breakker we've never seen before. I really love the continuity of Bron Breakker reading his SmackDown contract offer tonight and Baron Corbin acting as almost a mentor for him. But when Bron did put the hat on, he's totally doing his impression of Brock Lesnar, isn't he? Like, let's not lie. Like, he replaced him in the Rumble. Now he's got his freaking hat. Brilliant. A new Titantron for Joe Gacy tonight. Still with a Schism theme song. Love that song, by the way. But the old Schism mask. Obviously, now you've got these big images of his face showing all different emotions as he walks to the ring. And this was a very different Joe Gacy to the last time we saw him in a highlight spot. And this was a match against Dijak that was no disqualifications and had it all, including toys on a table that saw Dijak go through the table. And just take note of the bump in the table. There's a massive chunk of it missing. Like, Dijak hit that with some force. There was toys on it. That's probably what's caused the bump, but that's got to hurt. I thought having Joe Gacy do the Undertaker sit-up spot with a trash can over his torso and head was genius. Also, what was genius was taping the eyes of Dijak. You see tape in wrestling quite often. People don't tape each other's eyes, which means they can't see, and Dijak couldn't get the win. Genius. There was this spot in the corner when Dijak was hanging upside down. Obviously, Dijak just took the tape off, and a lot of people are referencing Bray Wyatt. I think this is sort of similar, but it's clearly not what Bray Wyatt used to do. Just let Joe Gacy be Joe Gacy, because I'll tell you what, he looked amazing in this match tonight. And despite the fact that Dijak was the winner, Joe Gacy come out of it looking like a psychopath. Even unconscious, he had that maniacal smile on his face. And this is very reminiscent of a CZW style Joe Gacy, mixed with WWF hardcore style, you know? The family was able to be victorious tonight in 6-person tag team action. Obviously, Tony D'Angelo here holding up the championship. OTM not getting the win here in a non-title match kind of doesn't make sense to me, because where does the group of OTM go now? Obviously, watch NXT to find out, I guess. Potentially match of the night for me. Roxanne Perez challenged Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Championship in a match that started off very awesomely, very slow, very technical, allowing both women to highlight their abilities in the ring. Of course, though, the tempo picked up when Lola Vice would come out, cashing in her breakout tournament contract, like a Money in the Bank contract. Very unlike the main roster Money in the Bank cash-ins, though. This was totally different vibe. This was Lola Vice added to the match in a triple threat, and obviously adding herself to Lyra and Roxanne. And then we got a pretty long triple threat match that would see Tatum Paxley, the difference maker, basically dragging Roxanne out of the ring. Didn't look pretty, looked very scrappy, but I love that. It allowed Lyra Valkyria to pick up the win over Lola Vice. And of course, this sort of says that Roxanne is being protected, potentially a future challenger again for that one-on-one match with Lyra. Obviously, before we get there, though, she has issues with Lola Vice. We saw the backstage brawl, and of course, they're going to feud now because Lola interjected into Roxanne's opportunity. Now, they're going to brawl while Lyra does something else, and then we get back to Roxanne, is my prediction. Obafemi retained the North American Championship, defeating Dragon Lee. Again, perfect appearance for Obafemi. That choke slam to the chairman. Look at this. Absolutely incredible. Oba's got a bright future. Very easy, 8.5 out of 10 tonight. I think the women's match and the main event was just incredible. Absolutely brilliant scenes with that big heel turn at the end too. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, never miss an upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!